Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode 461, and this is quite unusual setting. I'm actually recording that in the kitchen. It's probably the first time I do it. Maybe there was a single segment back in the days when I did something with Julian, but overall, that's probably the first to do it. And main reason is that my wife is actually occupying the living room at the moment, so I don't want to interrupt her in her stuff, as well as Julian is loudly listening to some audiobook while getting himself showered. So the room upstairs, or the office upstairs, or any room upstairs is really too loud to record. Kitchen is not the best place either, but it's probably the best of all, because the noise that you might hear in the background is me just baking a cake. Yes, I do bake a cake at the moment, and in 2 minutes I will need to adjust temperature a little bit for the last, I think, 10 or 15 minutes, so I might need to pop out. So there might be 2 segments today from the same location. Or maybe I'll just not stop and leave you for a sec and go to adjust the temperature. Anyway, to not make it too boring, I'll start from the update about YouTube Shorts, or actually one special short that kind of blew up during my YouTube channel growth strategy, and I already updated in the recent days about how it was peaking, or I thought it was peaking, but it was actually exponentially growing. And I already saw yesterday a slightly, I would say maybe worrying sign that it might come to an end. Everything that is good or bad is coming to an end eventually. And while the curve was very much going up and up and up, yesterday I saw it slightly kind of turning, which meant it's getting to the plateau or certain level that it will be likely flattening. I was still hoping that it won't, but it seems like it did, because at the moment I see views are still coming, but there is no subscribers coming, no new subscribers coming in, which means that the views are just fractional. And my timer actually rang, so let me just go there and change the temperature. I'll actually stop it now. Yeah, I stopped it because I think it would be just unnecessary to have that gap, even though it was probably about 20-30 seconds. I don't want you to look at the ceiling while waiting for me. So another 15 minutes or 10-15 minutes before I need to take it off the oven. So let me get back to explaining that YouTube short. So it went down, and I'll just check the actual short to make sure that to see if it's still going or not, because it's important for me to understand if it's still going or not. So no, at the moment YouTube actually shut it down completely around 6 p.m, which is weird. It was going for 17, 15,000, 22,000, 12,000 views, and then suddenly 654 between 6 and 7 p.m, and now it's it's still going because I can see there are fractional views like 400, 200, 194. So it's definitely going down. So I'm not sure if it's just a kind of stop, temporary stop for before the next wave that YouTube will push that to more people, or is it just being dead and will stay dead, or just have just fractional views? I have no clue. But if I switch to last 60 minutes, then obviously these are just fractional views. So I don't know if it will go anywhere. But I can actually check the last 7 days and see if there was like a sinusoid or something like that. But now it was pretty much going up. And let me just switch slightly. There were moments where it was kind of going slightly flatter and then peaking. So maybe there is another wave. Anyway, it brought me more than 2,000 subscribers. Way more than 2,000 subscribers. So over probably 2.3, 2.4K subscribers, and probably about 2 million views almost. Well, not itself, but I think that this short itself was about 1,800,000 views plus. So it's a very strong performer. The only one actually that performed that viral. The rest of my videos were usually peaking at 10, 11K. The best performance, I might have seen maybe 3 or 4 of them. But what this big short did is it elevated or kind of lifted a lot of other shorts that were usually about 10, 8, 7K. I have now shorts that are 26, 21, 16, 12, 11. So they were previously a lot lower. So it elevated my whole channel because some people were suggested other shorts from my channel, or they were actually scrolling through my shorts and checking them up, which is great, because even if that boost happens every couple of months, it's a very strong and important thing. But also shows that these are unicorn situations, especially for the content that is reused, because this clip is basically from some TV show that I didn't know even what the TV show is, and thanks to me publishing it and it going viral, I learned what that TV show is, and I'll probably find streaming and watch it, because it's a Canadian TV show from Quebec or Quebec. I don't know how you pronounce it, but there are a couple of supposedly famous actors from that area and Canadian actors. And these are pretty much short sketches with no spoken lines, and they're just made people laugh. And it seems like they do a great job, because this particular clip really took off. So that's the update for YouTube Short. I will see if anything changes, I will let you know. For now, that's still a massive thing that I'm still digesting, because the plan was, my goal was to achieve 500 subscribers by the end of year. And I knew that I could comfortably reach this level if I was just producing some content and got the regular like 1 or 2 subscribers per day or something like that. On average, I would reach it. So it was kind of comfort goal. In the back of my head, I was like, it would be brilliant if I could reach like 550 or 600. And I was thinking about number 666, because I like to be a bit controversial because I disagree that this number is anything evil, and it's just Christian people or Catholics or anyone kind of believing in that superstitious thing made it evil. And obviously anyone that believes in satanic stuff and whatever, they quickly pick that up. Yeah, it is evil, because they want to be contradicting the religious people. So it's obvious that they will gladly use that number as a number of Satan, devil, or whatever, or the number of the beast. But in all honesty, it's just a bloody number. It's just 3 6s. There's no meaning behind 3 6s unless you attach anything to it. So, but I like to be a bit controversial and use that number because I know that it scares some people, it pisses off some people, some other people laugh at it, and the others know that it's just a pun or something like that. And the rest, they don't care. So I was hoping for 666 to be hit, and now you can imagine I crossed 3,000 subscribers. I wasn't even thinking that I will reach 1,000 in the first half of 2024. I have 3K at the moment, so this is a huge boost. It's a bit motivational, obviously, but also the fact that, this one short was driving for so long and now it's kind of flattened. It's really anticlimactic and I need to get my shit going. So we'll see how it goes. So that's about growth. Today was a really busy day, all about preparations. We removed most of the stuff from the room that I was occupying as the office, and it was supposed to be Julian's room, and it's now turning into Julian's room. I took all my stuff to one room that we don't use. It's a double bedroom with ensuite bathroom, and we just use it for guests if we happen to have any. But obviously, otherwise it's just empty. So I moved my stuff in there, and I also moved our big, office printer to the actual bedroom that we use, because there's a good spot that doesn't affect our living, and at the same time it has a good reception of the Wi-Fi, and this printer is completely wireless. Well, obviously it needs power, so I needed to connect it somewhere to the mains plug, but other than that, it's set up to receive via wireless network, so I can print from anywhere in the house as long as I have access to the network, be it from the mobile device or anything like that. So it's very, very handy. And 10 minutes passed, it seems. Oh, exactly 10 minutes. So I'll have to take that cake shortly from the oven. Other than that, the room is empty now. We dropped the desk to the level of Julian so he can sit on the chair and do the homework, or he can play games, because the intention is to bring the TV and the console into his room and make it more of a gaming room. The chair, the gaming chair that he was supposed to get for Christmas, he already got. We assembled it today and he already has it. So he's very impatient to get the rest of stuff upstairs in the room. We hold for the time being, because some of you might be aware that 26th and 27th of December, just after Christmas Day, is usually what's called Boxing Day in the UK. And even though it's called St. Stephen's Day in Ireland, it's kind of Boxing Day as well. Basically, a lot of discounts after Christmas, and people use opportunity to buy stuff on sale. Of course, it turned into something of more of a cheating game, because I think that last couple of years I saw a very nasty play by the vendors and shop owners, that they actually elevate the prices and then discount them on Boxing Day, so you effectively don't get any discount. You pay the same price as you would before Christmas in many shops. It just look that it has a discount, but it's a discount from elevated price or inflated price. So it's a very dirty game. I hate it. So I don't participate in Boxing Day at all. But I always look for opportunities, because there are still shops that will do the proper discounting. And we think about looking for potential gaming monitor / TV of a smaller size. If there happens to be any discounted nice deal, then we will buy this monitor instead, and once it comes to the house, we will just place it in Julian's room and the TV will stay downstairs. We don't use TV, we don't watch TV. TV is for us just occasional thing to connect, either a laptop via HDMI and play something from our own library, or just we have the PS4 connected to it and we use built-in Netflix or YouTube or anything like that to watch something on a big screen. So no TV subscription or any cable TV, anything like that. So yeah, so Julian's room is coming to shape. Most of the dishes are done. I'm finishing the cake. So that's pretty much it for today. Tomorrow will be very busy from the very morning. I need to do a couple of things more, and maybe pop into town and use the last minute to get some small, gifts for Elizabeth and Julian. But Julian has enough, I think, for this Christmas, and I just want to pick something for Elizabeth. Kind of symbolic thing. But I want to do it regardless, and that will be it. We'll be spending cozy Christmas with no cooking for 2-3 days, because we will have plenty to eat, and we want to eat it all and not throw anything away, because that would be just a waste and disrespect to people that, kind of disrespect to people that suffer from hunger or they have nothing to eat. I know it's kind of weird, because some people say it's disrespect, because how are you disrespecting those people? Well, to some extent it's not ethical to throw away food, but at the same time I disagree that if there's leftovers and they are potentially too old to be eaten or to be healthy for us, we should throw them away or compost them or give it to maybe animals that have more tolerance. Obviously only the food that is still edible, not toxic or already moldy or anything like that. But yeah, it's somewhere truth is always somewhere in the middle. It's more about ethical thing than anything else. So that's nice, 15 minutes plus whatever I recorded before I switched the temperature of the oven. I'm going to pick that cake up. That's it for today. Thank you very much for popping in. I hope you have a great rest of the day, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. If you're preparing for Christmas, have a really happy Christmas. I will probably give you wishes or make you wishes also tomorrow. But other than that, stay safe, stay tuned, and see you tomorrow.